joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Minnesota's offense is on the field for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He'll keep it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Touchdown Ducks! Special teams proving to be special. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Snags it quickly on the left. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
There's a heat, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And clang, no good, off the right upright. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Calls it in down the sideline. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It'll be a draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Quickly out to the tight end, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead is now back down to 9.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
With the catch, it's Davison. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hayes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Looking to throw for it. Still on his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Meyer. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
when it gets in long yardage situations, defensively you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. That's reeled in. It's Moore. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. To the air on first down. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go back to the air on second down. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got great speed. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drive, is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Lindsey. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Davison. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
Timeout, Oregon.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
Here we go.
The snap sets up the throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed him to kick it there.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quick release by the QB.
The pass on first down was completed via the screen.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Second down.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lanier. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. The hand to the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it inside the 35.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, a 4th down.
The Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Man down on the play is... Take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Right back to it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything is working.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Ducks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.